Hey everyone, welcome back to Asylum Week in March. And we feel like we're in an asylum. At least half the... Well, so far it's been...
Not too bad.
Tolerable, I guess?
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Anyway.
Wrong side of the head. There.
We've reviewed the Asylum's first mockbuster, Dragon. We've moved forward and then we reviewed... What was the second movie we reviewed?
I don't know.
Oh, 2012 Supernova, which had nothing to do with 2012. Then we took a break and reviewed Princess and the Pony.
That did have a pony. Okay.
Technically a princess. And now we're reviewing, Atlantic Rim. This is a fan request.
Yep.
So if you have requests, comment below, please.
Yep, we have done a few fan requests.
Mm-hmm.
But when we went to Tubi,
She really wants to review Nuki. So please comment that you want us to review Nuki.
No. When I went to Tubi and I typed in, or I said, Alexa, Atlantic Rim, and she gave us the sequel, the second...
Atlantic Rim Resurrection.
Right.
And you know with the word resurrection, that always means it's a good sequel. Like Alien and Matrix.
Okay, now stop it. It was rated higher than this was.
As a cinema snob, it is a well-known fact that all sequels suck. As well as all remakes.
No, sometimes remakes are okay. Okay, but to find it on Tubi, the first movie, we had to look under From the Sea, because this is from 2013, this movie. And don't confuse it with the Pacific Rim, because you have the Atlantic and you have the Pacific.
So
East Coast, West Coast.
So, other knockoff studios out there, Dustin Ferguson, this is for you, the people that did, Barbie and Kendra Meet the Tiger King, or whatever that movie is, Full Moon Features. You need to make, Arctic Rim and Indian Rim, and then, boom, we will have all of them in one fantastic 6-film collection.
Okay, no. Okay, let's go on. So what this was...
Turkey, get on it!
So what it started is there was a oil rig that they had an oil spill. So they thought underground there was something that hit one piece of their equipment or whatever. So they sent down one of these little solar capsule thingies with 2 people in it to search the bottom, like to find out where the leak was coming through. Well, do you want to tell them what happens?
You go ahead. I don't exactly remember a whole lot.
Oh, okay.
You sure you're not talking about the sequel?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Because they were on a boat in the sequel.
This was...
Spoiler alert.
This was a little capsule that they took down, and I guess it was very expensive. So they were going exploring. They were going all the way to the bottom of the sea, and then all of a sudden they noticed that there was a lot of stuff down there, and then something came up on their computer thing, whatever goes around and it shows, and then all of a sudden they lost contact with the people up on the rig, and all of a sudden here comes this big thing. It was sort of like an octopus, sort of like a giant sea monster. I don't even know what you want to call it.
Can I get into one of the big...
What's that, CGI or something?
Oh, duh. It's the Asylum.
But it took down the rig.
There's,
And they had press. They had press on board the rig because of the oil spill. So they wanted to know what was going on down below with the oil spill.
One big difference...
So nobody made it.
One big difference between this and Pacific Rim is that Pacific Rim is that the monster was an alien. In this, it's a sea creature.
Right. And he's a little pod, and then when
it's up
born,
to you. It's up to you to decide which one makes more sense. A big alien from the sky, or Beast from 20,000 Fathoms versus Transformers. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Asylum. Beast from 20,001 Fathoms versus Transmorphers.
Are you calling the Fathoms, is that the good guys or the bad guys?
20,000 and 20,000 Fathoms was this, like, 1950s, I think, probably a schlocky, probably a B movie, I'm guessing.
And when...
But it was in pristine black and white, which automatically makes it perfect. And so... I'll stop. But,
I thought you were going to stop.
It was it was rumored to have inspired the Roland Emmerich Godzilla. It's essentially a giant sea monster that rises up and just, like, destroys a city.
Okay.
Think Godzilla if it wasn't created in a lab, but instead it just mutated.
Fall asleep. Okay.
I need to refill.
Okay, bye. So then what happens is, what was his name? General Hadley?
You mean the best character in the movie?
So he couldn't believe that anything could have taken down this oil rig. So here comes NASA.
He's not the super... He's not like... He has like a few funny things.
Yeah,
but for the most part, he's mainly like... He mainly plays like a grumpy guy.
Yeah. Like, shut up, Briggs.
What do you want?
Let's do it right now. Shut up, Riggs. We're not doing that, Riggs. Okay, anyway, that's a little further in it. So he couldn't believe that anything could take down this rig. You know, it had to be in nature. It was something that blew up, whatever. So here comes NASA, and they have been testing these 3 giant robots that can go in water, fly, whatever. They haven't gone all the way down to the ocean floor. And he's like, no, don't risk it. We shouldn't do that. Nah. You put all this $1 million into one of them, and there were 3 of them. One was red, green, and blue. And so the red guy... David and the blue lady,
You're
Tracy,
forgetting this scene. You're forgetting the best part.
What?
Is that in that scene with NASA...
Oh.
Is that you can tell which one the director... There were 2 girls, a blonde and a raven-haired. You can tell which one the director liked more.
She was dishwater blonde. She was...
Whatever.
Yeah, not a true blonde.
You can tell which one the director liked more because it's like, baby, I like you. I think you're really beautiful. Let's give you all the dialogue in this scene.
No, because it switches.
Later.
The tall one in the back was doing all of the talking and that, and then later on it was the brunette that was running the computer. So
you didn't like the brunette one because she giggled.
No, she was always smiling, and this was like serious. You know, why are you smiling in a serious movie? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe she thought it was. Maybe she thought it was. There's
going to be funny. I don't know.
Well, there was one movie, and I'm not saying this is the reason, but in the movie Princess of Mars, it's a parody of John. It's a knockoff of John Carter. Duh.
Okay. Whatever.
That came out like 3 years before. So it said. Sorry, people. It said he intentionally camped up the performance in that role to match the production, and he said like he thinks he deserved an Oscar.
Wow.
Apparently,
so he didn't call it in; he camped it in.
He camped it up. So maybe she was like, "This is funny. I'm just gonna go over the top. You know what? I'm getting paid all $16 plus a free cheeseburger. I'm gonna smile my way through this movie."
Okay, so anyway...
Maybe on my next movie I can get paid $18 and 2 free cheeseburgers.
God, you're loud. Okay, so...
So we have the 3 guys.
We have the red and the blue.
So
They are celebrating Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
New Orleans.
So we have, Superfly, shut your mouth.
I don't think he said that, but he was the green robot. The lady,
He's
Tracy,
a black guy.
was
the
blue.
Black guy.
Yeah.
Tracy, this is the actress you call when Alice Eve threatens to blow up your house if you ever try to ask her to be in a movie again.
Who's Alice Eve?
1 second, folks.
Oh, she looks more dangerous than the lady that played Tracy.
I didn't want to do the stock. She's who you call when Scarlett Johansson's 5th body double says no.
Okay, anyway.
I tried to be a little creative.
So they were celebrating Mardi Gras, and then they were headed back towards the ship.
And they only had, like, 2 drinks.
2 beers. They weren't
Cheers.
acting that drunk. God. And then they come across 3 guys that they thought that they were going to take them out, steal their money, whatever.
Oh,
Wrong.
did you mention one of the guys is white?
Of the 3 guys?
Of the 3 people, there's a white guy, a black guy, and
I
a
just
girl.
remember Of what, the team?
Yeah!
I'm talking about the fight in the alley before they get called.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those where
One
it's
guy
like...
that has chain. And,
Yeah,
you know,
it's one of
one
those...
guy's got a knife, and one guy's just...
It's one of those where he's like, "What up, punk? You think you can beat me? You're just a drunk wussy." And then it's like, "You really want to say that? Okay."
Yep. So then they're holding them down, and they get the call that they better get back to the ship because they're needed. Okay.
In Florida or something? Is it in Florida?
Off of Pensacola or...
Yeah, it said Pensacola, so...
Yeah, but Pensacola is on the Mardi Gras side. If it's the Atlantic Rim, they had to be on the Atlantic side.
Let's say it...
Anyway.
You know what? Let's say it's the same location as Black Spring Break. There, you see? Our reviews, all... This and Black Spring Break are in the same continuity.
Not even close. Not even close.
Well, this movie has
So
slightly
anyway,
better dialogue.
okay.
Or dialogue.
You want to go on and just joke? I want to get through this.
It's your fault to start right now.
You want to talk
Keep
about the
going.
movie or just joke? Okay, so here they are. They're in their
How many
suits.
reviews have we done where I've joked?
I don't know. So these 3 soldiers, they get into their big thingy jobbers, their big giant robot things, and then they get lowered into the sea, and then they just keep going down and down. And when they get down there, they see a lot of...
Part of it turns into like Day
particles.
After Tomorrow because the girl's robot, like, either the heat turns on or it loses air or something, and she's
They
like,
all- right.
I'm about to, like, pass out.
They all start getting heated up. They didn't test it this low yet before, but they said, oh, they're fine.
That's not all they didn't test.
And then she's like, I'm going after it, because they see all the debris, and then all of a sudden they see this creature or something that's on their screen. So she goes, I'm going after it. And then she gets stuck. She stops. So then Superfly, the green guy, he stays back with her.
Do we want to say how we become Superfly?
No.
Oh, well, we'll get there.
Oh, God.
We'll
So then the guy, David, that's in the red suit, goes after him. Okay?
tries to take down that monster by himself and doesn't succeed.
No, he succeeded, didn't he? No, he needed help.
Well,
He needed help. He had to... No, that was in New Jersey.
New York.
No, there were 2. The one in the water on the shore was...
I thought that was in Florida.
I don't know.
It was in
But anyway,
Florida.
he needed help with the Navy
by the way,
pilot.
people, you can tell that this movie is topical because they're like filming it on their phone. You hear they might as well just go, World Star! Boo, 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 boo.
Okay. So then this general was sending out everything he had. Aircraft, helicopters,
Bombs!
bombs, fighter pilots, whatever he could get. He was like, sending.
And the bombs actually kind of work.
Yeah, because the red robot opened up his jaws, and the one fighter pilot came in and shot right into his jaws, and he blew up.
Didn't that happen in a Sharknado movie?
I don't know. But how many people on the beach, when they tell you, get out, run, get away from the beach, and then they wait for this thing to come, and then, oh no, now we gotta run. And then there were people sleeping in the beach that were further off the water. It's like, why aren't you waking these people up to go?
So anyway, because the...
I like understand. Oh my god.
Who's the guy? What's the guy in the red? What's his name?
David?
David. Because he did something wrong, he gets kind of put into like a cheap jail, and by that I mean a storage unit.
Yeah, bunker or something.
And if you're wondering why we're calling the other guy Superfly, that's because he gave himself that nickname.
Yeah.
Because he goes into a bar that's on fire to save a daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was still in New Orleans, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure that was in Florida.
Okay, I don't know. It's supposed to be East Coast, but the only one that we really knew was East Coast was New York.
I think it started in New Orleans, then it went to Florida, then it went to New York.
Okay, the last one was in New York. So there were 3.
Plus, I'm willing to bet they probably just filmed a chunk
in one spot.
Well, yeah, probably. They probably filmed it mainly in New Orleans because back then, I don't know if it's still going on now, I think it might be Georgia now, Louisiana was giving tax breaks. It's like, hey, you make a movie here, we'll pay you back 50%. Something like that.
So anyway, before they go to New York, though, they wear these
headgear things like this.
And it's
which are painful, which zap you pretty much.
Yeah, because what it does is your nerves and your brain.
Essentially, what it is like motion capture.
Yeah, so your robot could do what you motion, and then when they flew out, they could fly. Mm-hmm. Whoa! They flew to New York, but used up a lot of their fuel.
Power. Yeah,
to get to New York.
Is there anything else you want to talk about, or should we wrap it up?
I think that's about it. 3 soldiers, pilot, giant thingy jobbers, giant robots to stop the attacks
They're transmorphers.
Sea monsters.
It's Monster from the hit film Ape vs. Monster.
Well, how did this rate against Pacific Rim? Did Pacific Rim have a higher rating?
I don't know.
This had 1.5 stars.
I thought you were gonna say did Pacific Rim have a higher budget? I'm like, I'm pretty sure YouTubers make about as much money in a year as this movie's budget was.
Oh, okay. It'll be interesting in the sequel if Tracy, the blue robot, ends up with...
You mean the girl?
Yeah, the green Superfly rushing or something. Yeah, because they kind of said they were trying to tell David that, they had a kiss and there's something there.
Oh, yeah. Love triangle.
Yeah.
So they tried to rip off Fant Force Stick as well, I guess.
Well, and when they were walking to get into the robot suits, they were all walking together.
2001: A Space Odyssey?
They just looked out of place.
Or wait, was that 2001 or was that...
I don't know. You know the movies better than I do.
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
Okay.
I mean...
It's about time I go to bed.
Join us next time when we review a film.
I don't want to review.
Well, we can always review that clown movie.
No, we're not reviewing Clown.
So we're going to review that movie.
We'll try.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Well, we can always review one of their animated